I mean, look at me, the audacity to ask people to send me in advice questions, and I literally have not got an ex-boyfriend. My main ick is a boy who, I'd say I wear the pants, to be honest. I've gone to the car park to get an Instagram photo. Bitch about me. I don't get up every day and think, whoa, I am feeling myself. Like, I literally don't. Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. In today's video I'm going to be doing a little sit down girl talk. I've literally got no makeup on. It feels so strange to be doing a sit down video with no makeup on. I was going to film a haul today and I did all my makeup and I just sat behind the camera and I just didn't feel myself to film that today. Like, I really just fancied sitting down. I've literally got my joggers on, took my makeup off, and I thought this has been in the back of my head to film a video like this, just like a chatty girl talk Q&A video, like where I answer like advice questions, answer questions that anyone asks me on Instagram, just like a really chilled video where I demolish this bottle of Prosecco, which is a weird looking bottle of Prosecco, isn't it? Saturday night chill really. I just could not be bothered keeping that makeup on for a second longer. I did actually put something on my story, I think like a week ago, asking for like questions, advice questions, like agony, and I got quite a few good ones, and then I've also popped it on tonight just in case anyone's thought of anything else. So we've got quite a few questions to get through, so may as well just get started. We're all in lockdown in the UK at the moment, so if you're watching this, grab yourself a drink, alcoholic one please, and join me in reading some girly questions and answering them. Looking like a state, but who cares? So I'm going to start with the first question, which is, would you ever tell your friend if you didn't like their boyfriend? Answer is yes. I have actually done this before. I don't really think they listen, but if they ask my advice, then I'm obviously going to tell them that I don't like them. There's obviously going to have to be a reason why I don't like them. Like, I'm not horrible, I'm not just like, don't like them, but I'm quite a good judge of character, I think, anyway. So if I think someone's giving off red flags, I would obviously tell my friend that. On a few occasions I can think that I have in particular said to one of my friends that I didn't like them. No, it doesn't mean that they're going to listen to you, but you may as well, if they ask you advice, tell them the truth. Let's be honest, your friends do not listen to you no matter how many times they ask you for the same advice. They're literally not going to listen, so you just got to have to tell them what you think and let them get on with it. That went down really fast. Question number 2 is, what would you advise to get over an ex? Really the worst person in the world to ask this, to be honest. So bearing in mind I've had one boyfriend my entire life that I've had since I was 15. I haven't had an ex. So, I mean, look at me, the audacity to ask people to send me in advice questions, and I literally have not got an ex-boyfriend. However, I've seen a lot of my friends go through it. I've seen them come out on the better side of it. I feel like I would kind of know what to advise. So for me, I would say you need to close that chapter as a whole. All different people have different ways of dealing with it. Like, people like to keep photos. For me, I don't think I could, because I'd probably just end up scrolling back on them every single night when I was sad. I'd have to delete photos, close that chapter of my life. You don't have to forget about them, but just close that chapter. Just give yourself time. Like, depending on how long it's been since you broke up, yeah, it doesn't really matter. Like, you move on in your own time. Like, you might not feel like you want to download Tinder yet and start moving on. That's fine as well. If you do feel like you're ready to move on, do that. Just do whatever you think feels right. But I think you just need to like take care of yourself. Remember why you broke up. Obviously for a reason. Just keep that reason in your head. Self-care, look after you. Look after yourself before thinking about moving on to anyone else. Just make sure that you're good in yourself. And just remember that you're an absolute queen and you absolutely got this. So that is my advice. Next question. Someone said, speak about how you get over friendships/relationships when you don't necessarily want to, but need to for the better of your health, if that makes sense. I've actually not come across this one. However, I can imagine if I did, what would I do? So for this one, I would suggest that for whatever this reason is that it's affecting your health, you need to firstly like speak to whoever it is, whether it be boyfriend, girlfriend or friend, about that and see whether you can come to like a happy medium. And have a conversation with them about it. You know, you don't just want to close things off before trying. Just try, see what they think. you know, whatever's bothering you, get it out. And if you can, then just have that conversation like, well, for XYZ reason, like I literally don't think that it's good to be friends together anymore because it's really affecting me, and just communicate, because that person might not even realise that they're doing whatever it is to upset you. You might not be communicating that to them, so just let them know. Someone said, what's your fave trait in a friend? Worst trait in a friend? Okay, I quite like this question. I don't know, let me think. I'd say probably a friend which is trustworthy is above everything the most important and the best trait as a friend. Like, you need to be able to trust them that if you are not in that room, that they're going to back you up in every single situation. Like, they would not sit there and slag you off, because that's obviously not what friends are for. And I think my favourite trait in a friend would have to be that they're trustworthy, because without that, then they're not really good friends. So, and also the ability to make you laugh, and for you to have your own little things that you laugh about in separate different like individual friends. Like, I've got different friends that we just have things that we just click on, different sense of humours with different of my friends, and we just, you know, just friends that you can just vibe with, you know, friends that you just get on with, literally whether you've not seen each other for 3 months, 3 years, and have that click. The worst trait in a friend is a bitchy friend. No one wants a friend which you feel like behind closed doors you are being slagged off about, the topic of conversation. Gotta be the worst trait. You just don't want that in your life, do you? Next question. Talk about small town syndrome as a topic in a whole and how you've experienced it. Wait a damn minute. Small town syndrome is the bane of my life. I definitely think the town that I live in has affected my confidence levels, especially with doing things like YouTube, Instagram, literally anything outside of the norm, which in my town is working in a certain place, going home, going out of a weekend. If you do anything out of that box, you're different. And it's weird, like, living in a small town, you just constantly feel like you're gonna get bitched about. Like, I remember when I first put out my first YouTube video, the anxiety I felt that night of uploading that video, because all I could think about is how like every single friendship group may have been slagging me off, every single group chat might have been like slagging me off. Everyone knows everyone, and it's a nice thing in a way because it's such a close-knit town and it is a lovely place to be sometimes. However, in other ways, in terms of like, I only have to look at how many shares I get on a photo on Instagram. I can quite often get 60 shares on a photo. You know, yeah. I've gone to the car park to get an Instagram photo. Bitch about me. Like, I have. You know, like, I can imagine there's people going as if she's gone to the car park to get a photo. Like, oh my god, get over yourself. What you've got to remember is everyone's going to talk about you. But then, you know, the more you do that thing that everyone thinks is weird, the more other people might think, oh, I might do that. Do you know what I mean? Like, I've had a message from a few people, a few girls that have said, you know what, I really wanted to start a YouTube channel, and you doing it has made me really think like that I'll just do it no matter what anyone thinks about me. And you know, the more that you do that thing, the more other people will do it, then the more that it'll be like accepted. You know, and I've seen so many good things come out of 2020. Like, so many people have started their own businesses and just gone for it and just done what they want. And yeah, maybe there are people that bitch about me, but then I've got to remember that that's my own insecurity, and maybe people don't, maybe people do. Who cares? Like, that does not matter, because as long as I'm happy and I am just doing what makes me happy, which I am, then who cares? If just before you like screenshot something and put it in a group chat and type your opinion, just stop yourself and just think, one, is this affecting me in any way? And two, like, how would this person feel if they could see the message? Just kind of just think about it, because most of the time people aren't doing anything wrong. And ugh. Next, someone said, how do you stay feeling confident? I'm struggling with my confidence at the moment. That makes me sad to read. First of all, I am not confident. I don't get up every day and think, whoa, I am feeling myself. Like, I literally don't. For example, today I put my makeup on, I was about to film this haul, and I literally was like, I look horrible. I'd put makeup on, then I put makeup on top of my makeup because I felt like it needed topping up, which then made my makeup grey, which is disgusting. So yeah, I just gave up, and there's many days that I'm not confident. Literally staring at the viewfinder now, looking at everything that I don't like about myself. The fact that I don't think my lips are big, the fact that I look at my dark circles, I'm pale, you name it, I'm thinking it. But just like today, how I'm deciding to put this video out here wearing no makeup, I'm just trying to own my insecurities and still just talk about them, because everyone's got insecurities, you know, everyone. Fucking Beyonce will have insecurities. Like, you've literally just got to think, everyone's got them. Just own it. Know that you're not going to feel 100% every day. It's not normal to, and no one does. No matter what you think, no matter what you see on social media, no one's confident every day. You need to take time for yourself, do a little self-care night. Like, if I'm feeling shit about myself, I literally run a bath, scrub my tan off, reapply it, do my skincare, do a little hair mask, and that makes me feel better. Like, it just gives me a little bit of a confidence boost. Go treat yourself, get your hair and nails done, something like that gives me a confidence boost when I'm feeling in a shit place with my confidence. It just takes little things like that to just make you feel a little bit more yourself. Just do it, but just know that it's normal not to feel confident all the time. Someone said, advice on having the confidence to get yourself back out there after a breakup. Advice on this, because I've not had a breakup. No, but seriously, I've told my friends stuff like this before. I said in the previous one, you just need to take time to yourself. Don't feel the pressure from all your friends. Like, if all your friends are like, come on, let's go out, like, pull this person, if you don't feel like doing that, don't. Like, you need time to yourself to like get over it, do that. But then if it gets to a point where you think, actually, I kind of fancy getting back out there, just do it. Just do exactly what you're telling yourself to do. Have a few of these. Go get your makeup done, go get your hair done, buy yourself a nice new dress when we can go out, hopefully soon. You need to be confident in yourself. Just be confident. Own it. Own yourself. I don't know, download Tinder. Like, I don't know what people do these days. Like, drink a few glasses of Prosecco. That's my advice for everything. So this is interesting. Someone said, when you've asked someone to be a bridesmaid and then they've just totally not been there. So I'm guessing like something's gone on in their life and that person's not been there for that person and they're their bridesmaid. That's really shit. I mean, it depends completely like how much you want this person to be your bridesmaid and how close you are as a friend. Like, oh, I think if you're that close to that person as a friend, you should be able to sit down and say to them, look, like, you're meant to be my bridesmaid, like, what's going on? Like, I'm feeling like you're not looking out for me at the moment. And in a way, like, I think there is a little bit more leeway about, you know, looking out for people at the moment, because it's such a shit time. Like, COVID has meant that a lot of people are feeling a lot more down than usual, and everyone's lives are just consumed by a lot of different stuff going on, depending on the job and all sorts, like money worries. There could be stuff going on in that person's life, and that might mean that it slipped her mind and she's not like on top of her game as much in terms of making sure you're okay. Like, does that make sense? I'm not excusing it, but I'm just saying that in some ways at the moment it's kind of caught up in their lives at the moment, aren't they? Like, I don't know, but that does not excuse it. Like, if she's your friend and something has been going on in your life, she should be there for you. And I would just speak to her, see what's going on in her life. Like, are you okay? Ask her if she's okay, like, because she could be dealing with stuff that you don't know about if she's not speaking enough. And then just say, like, I've just been pretty upset that you've not really bothered with me like lately, and you're meant to be my bridesmaid. I'm excited for you to be my bridesmaid. Like, we're best friends, and I'm just feeling like you're a bit, you've just disappeared. I would just be truthful, and if it causes a huge argument, then maybe it wasn't meant to be. I don't know, like, I think that's a tricky one. Next question is, how soon is too soon to move on from a relationship? So situational. Like, you could literally be ready to move on from a relationship the next day because the relationship in your head could have been over for a year. You never know. Like, it completely depends on the whole, what's the word, situation. You could be literally still in love with that person and still in love with that person a year later, and you still feel like it's not right to move on. Like, you literally, it completely depends. If you've broken up and that is the end, I think it's completely up to you what you do. Just do what you want to do, but it's not fair if you were to start seeing someone else and then if you found out he was or she was, to kick off. Like, just make sure that the rules are there. Like, right, we've broke up, technically you can do what you want. Like, I've got a few questions about like me and Connor and our relationship, so I'm really sure that I've really talked about my relationship that much. I've obviously just mentioned Connor in like every single video because we live together at my house and with my parents. So me and Connor have been together for 6 years. It'll be 7 years in February. Quite a long time. We met when we were 15. Yeah, we're both 15. and now we're 22, 21, so such a long time, literally grown up together. Yeah, someone said, how have you and Connor stayed together for so long without killing each other? Bitch, you don't think I already have. The reason me and Connor have stayed together so long, I think, without killing each other, like, regardless of that part, we do bicker, obviously every couple does. He does my head in, I do his head in. That's just the way of relationships sometimes, but it's only really minor things and we saw it out. Connor as a boyfriend is very, very chilled out. Like, he is the most chilled boy you'll ever meet in your life. We just work as a couple because we're kind of opposite. Like, I'm really outgoing, bubbly, bit of a control freak. I like take control, like, of every situation. I organise everything. He just has to turn up. Like, there's no power struggle there. Like, kind of, I'd say I wear the pants, to be honest, and he's just chilled, laid back, sometimes too laid back. Sometimes I'm like, show me some emotion. I'm just so different to him and I can't really explain it. Like, we just work and we're just best friends, and yeah, he's just the best. Next question is, are you excited to move in together? Yes, I am so excited to move in together. Like, I can't believe it. So if anyone hasn't watched my last vlog, I spoke about it a little bit, that me and Connor are actually going to be moving out next year. I think I can say it now. I think I can. I don't know, but yeah, we are in the process of looking to move out, and we are in the process of buying a house as well. So I'll update you as I get closer to that. At the moment, it's like the very early stages of buying the house, so I don't really want to give too much away and then be let down if anything goes wrong. I'd rather wait till I get the keys until I like document any of that, because I'll be absolutely gutted if anything went wrong with the process. I'm hoping that it's all good, but yeah, we're hoping to move out start next year, hopefully, and I'm so excited. I'm so excited to like document the process. Obviously, we've been together so long and it's just been within our parents' houses. Like, it's a long time to be living. A lot of people say, oh, you're only 21, 22, that's so young to move out, but when you've been together that long, living in your parents' houses, like, sometimes you just want your own space. Like, we want that next chapter now. We want to be living together. Like, I think it's just a long time coming. We just need that space, and I'm very excited. My friend said, one of my friends who, can we just say, has the worst boy choice in the entire world, has said, what is your opinion on the boys I choose? You know my opinion. You know who you are and you know my opinion. One of my friends has had the worst selection of boyfriends in her life. Like, I literally feel sorry for her. She could not have chose worse. Every single one of them, same person as related to my last question, told you that I hate every single one of them, and every single one of them has proved to be an absolute grade A knob. But I think she's found someone nice now, so that's all good. We won't dwell on the past, hun. We won't dwell, but quite bad taste. Last one. Someone said, what is your icks? My icks, honestly, I was having so much fun reading people's icks. I was actually going to pop it on my story to say, send in your icks and I'll respond, but then some of them were so mean and I was thinking, oh, poor boys, I'm sorry, we're so mean. My main ick is a boy who loves himself and you can tell. It's just a no. Them kind of boys that think that they're above everyone, and you can tell it in the way that they walk, the way they talk. I just don't like boys that think they're it. Like, I'm all about having self-confidence, but then there's arrogance as well, and there's this very fine line. Honey, no. That is my main ick, but I've got loads of little ones. I mean, I think if I was to ever not be with Connor and I was to search for a new boyfriend, my ick would be if they played PS4, because I'm genuinely sick of it. Can we just stop? I left that when you were 15, 16, 17 at a push. 22-year-olds shouting on that PS4. Please pack it in. Like, yous are old boys now. Yous are grown-ups. That would be my ick. But I mean, my boyfriend is literally obsessed with it, so if I was to search again, PS4 would be a no-go because I cannot go. So yeah, that is all from me. It's all the questions that I'm going to answer tonight. Well, I've finished my glass and I think I've finished the bottle. Have I finished the bottle? A slight bit left. That is me all done. I'm so sorry that I look like an absolute tour the whole video. I'm probably going to edit this back and not upload it because I look awful. I'm being myself. I feel like this video is really like personal. I don't know, like, but yeah, I hope you enjoyed. Let me know if you did, and if you did, give it a huge thumbs up, and don't forget to subscribe and also follow me on Instagram, please. Little plug. Yeah, I will see you all in my next one, which will be the haul very soon. Goodbye.